Hari Om. Thanks for this opportunity. The question is how Gurudev has helped me in my life. Before I met Gurudev, I knew God is present. After I met Gurudev and started learning Vedanta, now I know God alone is present. Before, I used to think that the others should change to make my world a better place. After I came under the influence of Gurudev and Guru Sishya Parampara, I now know that if I change, my world will change to better. Before, I used to assume that my interpretation and inference of a scriptural text was always correct. After I joined study classes, I understood and now I realize that the same sentence can be interpreted by different individuals in different ways. This made me understand that I need a qualified teacher, a guru who is well established in the truth, to know the literal meaning and the implied meaning also. Before, I had the attitude, it is my way or highway. Now I enjoy working with a yajna spirit. Before, I used to think I am donating. Now I have the mindset the money is his and I am only his instrument. Before, I only knew that one acts to fulfill their desire. Now I know that my aim should be to act with a sense of fulfillment. Before, I did not know the goal. Now I know the goal. Thank you very much. Hari Om.
Hari Om Gurudev, everybody, Swamiji. Gurudev, I have known him from the age of 11 or 12, when I was from year 6. When my parents have been going for lectures, I too followed for going for the lectures, and I have never looked back. Gurudev has taught me to live the life in the dynamic possible way instead of complaining, and the life has been given that the choice is ours. The life gives us choice. Whether we want to be good or whether we want to be bad is our choice. And in one of the lectures when in Sri Lanka was that that was ingrained in me in Bhagavad Gita when he said, attachment, sorrow, detachment, joy. Up to today, I still remember that, and that has really helped me in order to know where I stand in whatever things I do. And it has his lectures, I have met Gurudev, and he has immensely helped me to the person who I am today. Hari Om.
Hari Om, everyone. Sada Shiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmat Acharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. My humble prostrations and prayers to the entire Guru Parampara, starting from that Sakshat Ishvara Jagannatha. Pranams to Pujya Gurudev, the quintessential Guru Tattvam, the universal truth. Thank you, Swami Sri Karananda, for providing this opportunity. Gurudev came into our life by sheer accident, or should we say we found the path laid by him in the early 90s here in Sydney at the Petersham Town Hall. Pujya Swami Swarupananda and his talks were the main instrument. Swamiji was actually giving talks on the 3rd chapter of the Bhagavad Gita on Karma Yoga, and we came to know about these talks a day or so after they had started. So the entire family, my wife Vijay, my parents, and my little son Nitin, we all walked as a family into the hall Swamiji had already started the talks after the invocation and the Dhyana Shloka. He was just going to commence the talks. I think it was perhaps the second day or so. I still remember that day, that moment, and it is very, very vivid, deep, clear, and intense till this day. It seemed as though I was shaken with mighty force and woken up from my slumber of ignorance. That was the foundation for transforming from a normally religious individual to a spiritual seeker, and that was well and truly laid on that day. The urge to try and understand the purpose and deeper meaning of life started gathering momentum from then on. As a result, a number of lifestyle adjustments were made. As an example, we cut down a lot of socialization unrelated to the spiritual pursuit and got ourselves involved more and more, and mainly with the mission-oriented activities, study groups, Balavihar for Nitin, Swamiji's talks, etc. I still continue my Shravanam, Mananam and Nididhyasanam. The huge transformation for me was from a work, eat, enjoy lifestyle to a Vedanta-centric lifestyle. And this is the biggest gift I think that Puja Gurudev has gracefully bestowed on us as a family. Hari Om. Thank you.
Thank you, Swamiji, for asking me to do this video clip. It was my lucky day when I came in contact with Chinmaya mission. I have learnt the basic facts of how to live peacefully in this world, which is called Bhav Sagar. I have learned that ups and downs are going to come in everyone's life, but nothing is permanent, and our attitude should be, it shall not last too, and let it not affect our inner peace, because the inner peace is the most important thing in our life. The other thing what I have learned from it is desires are never ending. When one desire is fulfilled, 4 desires more come. So lessen the number of desires and more peaceful you are. So be happy what you have got. The third thing, which is the most important I have learned, is happiness is within us. It is not outside in the world, in the objects or people. But we get unhappy, angry, and all those emotions come when we project our happiness on objects and being. By this we only get feeling when our when our desires are fulfilled, we feel pleasure, which is not bliss. Because pleasure, it is only a fleeting happiness, not bliss, which is never ending. Bliss is our true nature. To be blissful, we should withdraw from sense objects and beings and realize our bliss within us, which is our true nature. Thank you.
Again and again I prostrate at the feet of Swami Chinmayananda, who is pure consciousness divine, a shoreless ocean of happiness, sweet-tongued Hamsa of Saraswati Devi, playmate of Bhagwan Sri Krishna, favorite ambassador of Sri Ram, and confidant of Mahadev Lord Shiv. By his grace, we come to realize our true nature as all-pervading existence, consciousness, and bliss. Beloved Gurudev, confused by the veil of ignorance, imagining the unreal to be real, we lose our way in the labyrinth of Maya. Hoping to find happiness through desire-prompted actions, we wander deeper into delusion, arriving in a dead end of despair. Thinking we are helpless and alone, we cling to our limited egos and to petty, paltry attachments, though they will be destroyed by time. Finally, when our backs are against the wall, like a miracle you appear, glowing with the vision of Advaita, a manifestation of the life divine. Brilliant like a lighthouse in a stormy sea, with limitless courage, with intelligence harnessed to fierce determination, with faith built on understanding, consumed with gratitude, and driven by the will to share the truth bequeathed to you, you open a door to our freedom. With the consolation of the Upanishads, you give us hope. With the wisdom of Gita, you nourish us. With the peace of meditation, you soothe us. And with the spirit of Yajna, you prepare us. With the light of Vedanta and the lifeline of supreme love, you lead us carefully and lovingly from our cave of delusion into the light. You teach us how to navigate the treacherous twists of our minds and lead us on the path of to O, beyond the constricting passage of doubt. What then must we do? How can we honor this gift of compassion? Surrender and serve, bow down in gratitude and adoration, tread unerringly the path you have charted, follow without fail your instructions and advice, and you who make this impossible possible will bring us home through your miracle of love.
Hari Om, Gurudev.
Hari Om all. Before Gurudev came into my life, I was just a temple goer and ritualistic person in my life without understanding the meaning of chanting and ritualistic procedures. After he came into my life, I really understood what he meant, and also listening to Gurudev and reflecting on what he said, I understand what he meant when he repeatedly said, pointer is not the pointer. So there is an ideal behind the idea. This made my life easy to do the rituals and also going to the hell, or it helped going to the temple. He is insistent that we should attend satsang, study classes. All this helped me to understand the philosophical component of our great religion. His instructions that we should work in a yajna spirit meant a lot to me, and I always keep that in my mind when I do the work, even in difficult times. It helps me to go through any work that we had to do together with anyone and everybody. And he being my Guru and Guru Parampara of Chinmaya mission, I pray that he should guide me to go through this path which is Rajasha. I try and I must and I will. Hari Om. Thanks for giving the chance to speak a few words on Gurudev.
Pranam to Puja Guruji, Swami Swarupananji and Swami Srikarananji. My memory with Puja Gurudev goes back to when I was at the age of 25. I was pursuing my chartered accountant studies that time. And that was in Bombay, and I attended his discourses on Karma Yoga. Basically, my father introduced me to Chinmaya mission, and I got opportunity to attend Puja Gurudev's discourses on Gita, Jnana, Yajnas, on 3 chapters of the Gita. But what most I remember is Karma Yoga. And basically, as a student of chartered accountant or as a young person, when I heard my father on this Indian philosophy, I had a fear in mind how it would stand the logic, how it would stand the reasoning. But when I heard Puja Gurudev, yes, it appealed to my intelligent mind. It convinced me, and it had the whole impact on my life. I remember that was 7 days discourses. And Puja Gurudev used to start exactly 7:30 and finish at 9 o'clock night. It used to be Bombay fort area and the main the cricket grounds, and used to be thousands of people, all well-educated class. They used to finish their offices and with tie and briefcases they used to be attending those discourses. When the 7 days discourses finished, I felt so much about Puja Gurudev, and I thought I should touch his feet. But they used to be so big and large number of people. But then still I was waiting near to his back stage area car where he used to really finish and go. But yes, I remember he cited me that somebody is there interested in touching his feet, and there was eye contact, and I touched his feet, and yes, that's a great memory. Hari Om.
Hari Om. At a time when I was physically and mentally tired, Gurudev came into my life through Swami Swarupananda and Swami Sri Karananda's awakening messages from the Bhagavad Gita. Simple but meaningful words. So what? Surrender. Keep smiling. Accept. This too shall pass were a few of the positive thoughts that were repeated in so many different ways to enrich and uplift me when I really needed it. I feel grateful to be part of the Chinmaya family and to share the grace and blessings of Swami Chinmayananda. I feel truly blessed. Om Shri Chinmayananda Satguruve Namaha.
Hari Om Swamiji, thank you for giving me and Pushpa, Jagdish and Pushpa the opportunity to say a few words on the occasion of the 25th year of Mahasamadhi day of Puja Gurudev Swami Chinmayananda. This also happens to be the 25th year for me and Pushpa when we actually met Gurudev in 1993 when he introduced Swami Swarupananda to us and asked us to follow him. Thanks to Gurudev's vision that Chinmaya Mission has been a forerunner in our lives, giving us the opportunity to follow the path of salvation. So initially it is through the gaining of knowledge through the scriptures that we are so blessed to have. And over the years we also had the pleasure of seeking guidance and meeting Guruji, then many other Swamis of Chinmaya Mission, then very close interactions with Mukhya Swamiji, Swami Swarupananda and also Swami Sri Karananda. But for this Guru Parampara, we wouldn't have been where we are today. At least we now know what is important in life, what we need to do for ourselves and family to lead a dharmic and productive life. Thank you very much, Swamiji.
Hari Om Gurudev.
Hari Om. My name is Nandu Tundathu, disciple of Swami Sri Karananda in Chinmaya Mission, Sydney. Leading to Gurudev's 25th anniversary of the Mahasamadhi, Swamiji has asked me to share my thoughts on how Gurudev's teachings has benefited me as a devotee of Chinmaya Mission. Gurudev to me was a dynamic personality, one of my best role models, and a realized master who spent his entire life for inspiration and service. Gurudev made Vedanta simple and easy for a common man to understand. His use of BMI chart to explain the logic or the deeper meaning in the scriptural texts, his use of real life analogies and use of appropriate English words to explain a subtle topic, combined with his sense of humor to make a very difficult topic palatable, is what resonated with my inner self and kindled my spiritual journey. One of the terminologies or topics Gurudev explained was on mental vitality, which comes to my mind every day when I perform a certain action. Gurudev talks about how to bring efficiency in one action by not dissipating their mental vitality, either by thinking about the past or worrying about the past, or being anxious about the future when performing the action at the moment. As Gurudev says, do your best and leave the rest to him. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Gurudev is the guiding light of my life. Even though I've never met Gurudev personally, I feel a tangible presence of Gurudev in my life each day. And for this, my deepest gratitude to the teachings and the love that's showered upon me and to my family by our own Guruji, our Swamiji, and our Swami Sri Karanandaji. I talk to Gurudev each day. I look at his smiling face in the picture and I smile. And I reinforce every day his simple message. Keep smiling always. I start my day and end my day with that thought. No one day is the same as any other. But I know every day Gurudev is by my side. I've seen his grace through my work life, through my family, in my kids. Doors open and opportunities present themselves. If you just tune into Gurudev, just ask him, talk to him, he is there for you. And I feel so blessed to be part of Gurudev, to be part of Chinmaya Mission. Hari Om.
Hari Om. My name is Shubhansa, and I have been attending to the Chinmaya missions last about almost 4 years, and it is my privilege and honor to get opportunity to attend the mission, and I'm blessed to be around surrounding with such a beautiful people who have a good heart. And coming to the mission has changed different dynamics of our family life, like the communication between my spouse and children and behavior, many aspects, the bonding between the family, so many things has been changed, and I got blessed from the Guruji, and so I will highly recommend anybody who to come and join the mission and get blessed. Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Gurudev.
Hari Om, my name is Kirti, and this is a short clip on how Gurudev has helped my life. Now, I joined Chinmaya Mission about 5 years ago, and at the time, I was very similar to how most people are, in that I would constantly be pursuing these selfish, abstract goals, not really fully understanding why I was doing so, but just because that's what everyone around me would do. And I just assumed that if I did the same thing, then that's how I would gain happiness. And also, like most people, I would find that if I wasn't able to achieve those goals, I would feel disappointed. And if I was able to achieve them, I just wouldn't feel satisfied. And also the people I surrounded myself with at the time, they had that same limited way of thinking. And they wouldn't lift me up or make me better in any way. And when you're in those conditions, it's very easy to lose motivation and to lose hope. But that was the time that I first came into contact with the mission and with Gurudev, and my life just changed dramatically. I gained knowledge on how I can find true permanent happiness, and I gained a sense of purpose in my life and clarity, which just allows me to be happier and perform better every day. I've met so many like-minded people who are in the mission. They lift me up and they inspire me to become a better person. I've met our Swami Sri Karananda, who is just a constant source of selfless love and teaching. I'm grateful that I'm able to have joined CHIK or Chinmaya Yuva Kendra because it allows me to harness my full potential and to give back to the community and to the mission. And for all of these reasons, I'm eternally grateful to Gurudev, and I look forward to continuing to serve him for the rest of my life.
Hari Om, my name is Maha. To talk about Gurudev in a few minutes is a hard thing for me to do. I've never met Gurudev, but yet I feel like I've known him. The few times that I've been to Siddhabari and Sandipani and to Pune has helped me to gain and know who the person Gurudev was. Gurudev to me is everything. He has helped me in numerous ways, in helping me, guiding me in his teachings, listening to his videos, and also reading his books and translations that he's done for all of us. To me, every time I have any problem or any issue, I just hand it over to Gurudev, and he always fixes it up for me. So I'm ever grateful. And as Pujya Mukhya Swamiji says, ever at his feet, ever in his service. Hari Om.
हरि ओम। हमने भगवान को तो नहीं देखा है, सुनते ही थे, और गुरुदेव साक्षात परम ब्रह्मा है। ये तो हम लोग का सौभाग्य रहा कि हम लोगों को उनकी सेवा करने का मौका मिला है। भगवान हमको ऐसी ही शक्ति दे, गुरुदेव हमको ऐसी ही शक्ति देते रहें कि हम उस गुरु परंपरा की सेवा में अपना जीवन गुजार दें। हमारी फैमिली को भी इतनी शक्ति दे कि हम रात दिन गुरुदेव की और उसके मिशन में सदैव सेवा करते रहें। यही हमारा धर्म है, यही हमारा कर्तव्य है। थैंक्स गुरुदेव।
Hari Om. I'd like to say that Swami Chinmayananda ji has been my first guru in Australia when I joined Balavihar, when I took kids to Balavihar, and I eventually became a volunteer. He has given me access to knowledge that I've never had before. He has touched my lives in many ways by providing practical knowledge. His talks have been very inspiring for me. He is the one who actually taught me how to fire the intellect and how to be positive, forgive, forget, and move on. That has given me absolute strength and ultimate energy to deal with the daily struggles that we face as women, as a professional, as a housewife, as a mother, as a wife, as a friend, and whatnot, as a community member and being a part of the society. I'm forever grateful to all the great spiritual leaders who try their best to instill the knowledge that Swami Chinmayananda ji has given to the world to us in simple format. Thank you for this opportunity.
Hari Om Gurudev.
Hari Om everyone, Hari Om Swamiji. I have been coming to these weekly classes from now more than 10 years. Over the years I have heard Gurudev. The way it has helped me, it has helped me in an immense way. First of all, it has helped me to develop the compassionate about, with my family members, with my friends, with everyone else with whom I interact on a day-to-day basis. It has helped me to achieve or to self-assess the real purpose, and at times there are anxieties, the thing doesn't go the way it has to. The talks really helps me to emphasize that these things are temporary and the purpose for which we have taken the birth is something different. This all, whatever we see is just a temporary transient, and we need to overcome it and try to find the true purpose of our life, which is self-consciousness. Hari Om.
Hari Om. Since we came to Gurudev, the meaning of life has changed. The biggest message that I get from Gurudev is the power of satsang and also the power of study classes. So as he says, leave your worries with me and just immerse yourself in satsang. But actually when you sit with devotees who are also practicing the same thing, you actually realize that the worries automatically go away. And also for me, he redefined the word family for me. It wasn't just my immediate or blood family. I see Chinmaya family as giving me more love, more happiness, and more purpose for life rather than doing day-to-day things, normal chores which I was doing for my little family that I was born in. So for me, Gurudev gives me a purpose and mission and a message of loving all and serving all. Hari Om.
Hari Om. On this 25th year anniversary of Gurudev's Mahasamadhi, reflecting on the role of how I and my family have benefited from Gurudev. My grandfather in the 1950s had listened to Gurudev during Yagnas, and his 4-volume copy of the Bhagavad Gita is the one I studied when I was a teenager in med school. Right from that point on, that book and the commentary of Gurudev has been the guiding force, directing all things we are doing. I was also lucky enough to listen to Gurudev live in Chennai during those years. I worked at Thamaraipakkam Medical Center when it opened, and there was one opportunity I was associated with the mission. Other than that, there has been very little direct association until 2009 when opportunity arose for participate in Chinmaya Mission Brisbane activities. From then on, it has been a ever-expanding flow of grace and the everlasting love from the Guru Parampara that has guided us. About 3 years ago, there was a time when I got Gurudev in my dream, and he gave me a big hug. I exactly remember what he was wearing and where the picture was, but didn't know where it was. A couple of years later, when I went to Adi Shankar Nilayam, there's exactly the courtyard of that, and there is a life-size picture of Gurudev in that costume there. Amazing, the everlasting grace of Guru. As Guruji says, at every turn, at every point, you have been this guiding light and force. And Gurudev, you have been the guiding light and force for all of us. Hari Om.
Gurudev, Hari Om.
Hari Om. On this day, thinking about Gurudev, I feel so thankful of all the numerous things that Gurudev's done for me in my life, and feel so grateful that my family ever even brought me to Bhagavad classes as a child to get to understand Gurudev and the mission that he stood for and that he's built from his own 2 hands. But if I was to think of 2 particular things that Gurudev has really given me, I can really pin it down to 2 concepts. One is infinite love. When I think of Gurudev, I think of the warm grandfatherly hug that he gives in the way he shares his love. Whenever I felt unsupported or I felt like I couldn't be enough, I always knew Gurudev was there, holding me and bringing me each step further forward. The second point is the opportunity that Gurudev gives through the numerous amounts of seva opportunities that we get, through the knowledge which we get to experientially practice. Gurudev constantly presents more and more opportunities for my own growth, and I can't believe how many things I've got to experience through the mission. And without a question, it's his guiding hand. So I'm so thankful and grateful for Gurudev in my life, because I could not imagine a life without him. Hari Om.
Hari Om. I start by saying that I am a true skeptic and with a very questioning mind. This was the very reason I joined the Chinmaya Mission Devi classes, to get my answers. The questioning mind asks for answers. And after 8 years of regular classes, I'm still here seeking for more answers. That says a lot about the benefits that I've gained from being here with Swamiji. I can sincerely say that my personal transformation over these years have been amazing. Thank you, Gurudev, Swami Chinmayananda, for being a true master of Vedanta, in expounding the knowledge of the truth in a very easy to understand methodology. Through your second to none mastery of the English language and the Hindu scriptures, you, Gurudev, have modernized Hinduism and made it very relevant to the times. Your practical teachings on how to live our daily lives here and now is what matters to us worldly beings. Listening to Gurudev's discourses on the Bhagavad Gita and the Upanishads over and over again is never boring. His roar alone is enough to wake us all up. Guidance of a Guru is a must. Thank you, Gurudev, for coming into my life and converting me, a Hindu, to Hinduism. I seek your divine light and blessings. Hari Om.
Hari Om. I got involved in Chinmaya mission back in India when I was in my school days. I used to listen to Puja Gurudev during his Yagna talks that he used to come around, and my dad used to ask me to just go and listen. I wasn't so much into spirituality. I used to go to the temple not knowing what exactly was spirituality, but I just went because I was asked to go. But the first lecture I went along with my mother and sister to the Gita Jnana Yagna in Mulund in Mumbai. That's when it sort of drew me towards Chinmaya mission. And then 7 days of this Gita Jnana Yagna, which I used to attend, it just flew by, and I started getting my friends also involved, and it became like a norm that every year when he used to come, or whenever there was a Jnana Yagna in Mumbai, I used to always make a point to attend. Then over the period of time, got into college, went overseas, and then it just missed out. But I used to still keep listening to lectures and also the quotes from Swami Chinmaya. Then when I moved to New Zealand, some of my friends asked my children to get involved in Bal Vihar, and that's when my connection with Chinmaya mission started again. After having moved to Australia about 8 years ago, I decided to participate in the adult class, and slowly I started getting involved along with others, and it became sort of a family event where I used to bring the children, and my wife used to also come along. So over a period of time, got involved with the mission. The children have grown. They love coming to Chinmaya mission for all the festivities, but now it has sort of opened up in terms of how, as a family, how it has improved my relationships, not only personally but also professionally. I would say getting involved in Chinmaya mission and Puja Gurudev's teachings, along with the quote of the day, which I, without fail, ensure that I read at least every day, start off with the quote of the day. I try to involve those principles in my life. I think this has been a very good change in my personal life, and hopefully Puja Gurudev's blessings and teachings will make me a better person and a better individual. Hari Om.
Gurudev, Hari Om.
Hari Om. Ever since I've been introduced to the Chinmaya mission about 3 years ago by my wife, I have been extremely fortunate to learn about Gurudev, his inspiring life, his teachings, and his message of love for everyone. I think that among all of his teachings about love, about oneness, about finding our true self, which is happiness itself, these have stuck with me and changed me for the better in all my relationships, in all of my interactions with everyone else, and in being more accepting and loving in all situations in life. I think that's a transformation that cannot be possible without His grace, and I am ever thankful at His feet for His message of happiness and love. I will continue to try to follow in His footsteps and learn to try and seek the highest in everything that I do. Thank you, and Hari Om.
Hari Om. My family and I have been in the Sydney Chinmaya Mission for the past 8 years. We have gained plenty of spiritual knowledge and teachings through the scripture classes. The Friday class that I attend has surely shown me various ways to handle everyday issues and problems, especially dealing with my 2 teenage boys. A big salutation to Swami Chinmayananda for all his great knowledge that he has passed down to his disciples. Hari Om.
Hari Om. It's a pleasure for me to speak about my thoughts about our Pujya Gurudev, Swami Chinmayananda. I was a chick when I joined Chinmaya Mission when I was in grade 11, and my journey started walking into one of the Yagna Shala and never realized what am I getting into on that day, but words of wisdom from Swamiji, as well as the love, care and affection absolutely changed my life. I dedicate who I am, what I am, my thoughts, my beliefs, my work, and all the challenges which I went through my life was with the blessings of Pujya Gurudev. I am not shy to say that without him, it is a very scary thought to know where I would have been and what I would be doing. I want to share an incident where one day when his yagna was going on in Mulund, I luckily with Brahmachari Sarvatma Chaitanya those days took me with him to where Gurudev was staying, and we walked in and we sat in a room because he was showering. So we were made to sit with few devotees in the room, and after the shower he walked in the room and the entire energy in the room changed, and he was so majestic was the word I could fetch. Freshly bathed with his beard flowing, a fresh chandan on his forehead, and he looked in her eyes, and those piercing eyes burned all my karmas. That's what the feeling I got. And he said, Rajaya Mulunka to the Brahmachari, and a laughter which still fresh in my ears. Words are difficult to describe, that how much impact his presence creates in your life, and the unseen hand of support and love and care which is always behind you to literally live a path of virtue and wisdom. I take this opportunity to thank Lord for giving him to me in my life, and I wish to continue my dedication with Chinmaya Mission and my prayers that I always stay connected with him and never forget who I am and because of whom I am. Thank you. Hari Om.
Hari Om, my name is Divya. I've been very fortunate to become part of the mission, and it must have been thousands of lives of good karma that has brought me to Gurudev's feet. Even though I feel like I probably not deserve all the love and knowledge that Gurudev has given me. I'm still grateful for his presence in my life. After listening to his teachings, my life has changed. I'm much happier. I have better relationships, and my focus in life has changed to something more deeper, something more constant rather than whims and wings and trivial things in life. Gurudev has also given me a great family through mission, and also has provided the opportunity to express myself in different ways, in music and plays, through Chinmaya mission activities. So thank you very much, Gurudev, for your presence in my life.
Hari Om. I'd like to say a few words about Gurudev. Gurudev has come into my life through Chinmaya mission. I've been with Chinmaya mission now for 5 years and a bit, learning his teachings and watching his videos, learning about the Bhagavad Gita through his teachings on the videos, have taught me how to deal with daily life and daily problems, my anger with my family, how to deal with problems with my family, my children, even my husband, and it has taught me a lot of how to calm down, especially with my anger and impatientness. So I am ever grateful to Gurudev for his teachings. His teachings have come through books, through video clips, through talks, and these have inspired me. And I've also attended a meditation class where it's teaching me how to find the inner peace. And I hope that one day I will find that peace within me. I'm trying to practice it now. I'm slowly beginning to feel the changes. Hari Om. Thank you.
Hari Om. To reflect on how Gurudev has helped me in my life, I would use one of Gurudev's analogy. I was like a boat in the open ocean without a compass to guide me. I was getting beaten by the waves of circumstances and situations, and I did not know how to manage my life. I was fortunate enough to join the mission and to attend study classes. But my knowledge gaps only created more questions until I got a Prasad book titled Self-Unfoldment, written by Gurudev. I decided to travel to work by bus daily, early in the morning, and took time to read the book, made notes, and I reflected on it. Self-Unfoldment, the book by Gurudev, did really unfold the petals in my life. It gave me a foundation and helped me understand what I learned from this point onwards. My life started to become more meaningful and calmer. The more I reflect on Gurudev's words of wisdom, the clearer the purpose of my life has become. My life as a boat is now sailing in a direction guided by the compass I have received from Gurudev. To top it all, I had the blissful time with Gurudev last November when I visited the Siddhabadi ashram to thank Gurudev for holding my hands. I am blessed. Om Sri Chinmaya Satguruve Namaha.
Hari Om. When asked to speak about the impact Gurudev has had on my life, there are too many words and also not enough. In summary, I feel that Gurudev has carried me through my life before I even came in contact with the mission and continues to do so now. I always feel safe, supported, a sense of security that everything is happening for the best, everything is happening for a reason, everything is happening for my growth. And through his vision and through his mission, I've gained so much inspiration and purpose and direction in my life where I can channelize my energies and all my efforts. They were all wayward and scattered before, but now they have a purpose, they have a focus. And it's so fulfilling and so gratifying to be able to live a life like that. And I can't wait to see all the opportunities that unfold before me with Gurudev's guidance. So I'm so grateful to have Gurudev in my life and for his presence always. Hari Om.
And pranams. There are many key takeaways and things that I've learned from Gurudev's teachings over the years. But without a doubt, I think it's the key takeaway and thing that I take with me every day and try to live is that Gurudev's his vision and his purpose and his tireless work ethic. I think that's what's kept me grounded, kept me solid above all else, with all the teachings that he's given as well, and that belief in the higher and the higher power and the higher nature, I think is what keeps me going, and it's why I can perform all the duties that I have in my life.
Hari Om.
There is pain in the eyes of my Gurudev. Oh my heart, have you seen? As he walks around spreading joy and laughter, his heart is bleeding. Oh my heart, have you seen? While offering flowers and bowing at his feet, his aging form. Oh my heart, have you seen? From the peak of bliss he gushed down to swipe off the dirt of the plains, his supreme sacrifice. Oh my heart, have you seen? Every man can know himself to be God. Love shall reign supreme. The self in me is the self everywhere. For years he has preached. Love expresses in service. Let all strive forth to bring to every field of activity the shine of the Lord. As he roars from the platform, all sit in awe. His mighty vision, oh my heart, have you seen? He walked into a world of pitch darkness and brought forth the tender dawn. Alone he carries till today the load of a mighty task. The world hails him as the great Chinmaya, but his aching shoulders, oh my heart, have you seen? Wanting nothing, demanding nothing, the pain in the eyes of the Master is not for himself. He has achieved all that can be achieved. Chinmaya is beyond Maya. Oh my cruel heart, even if you were made of stone, you would shatter into a million pieces, and those million into a million more, to be in the service of the Master, who having given his all, walks all alone, with pain in the eyes, but a smile on his lips. Swami Sonatananda.
Gurudev, Hari Om, Gurudev.
Om Shri Chinmaya Satgurave Namah.
Hari Om.
Chinmaya Smriti, Chinmaya Jyoti, Chinmaya Smriti, Chinmaya Jyoti, Alokita Jana Jivan Karati, Alokita Jana Jivan Karati, Chinmaya Smriti, Chinmaya Jyoti. Surya Chandra Tara Gana Agni, Surya Chandra Tara Gana Agni, Deha Prana Indriya Mana Buddhi, Deha Prana Indriya Mana Buddhi, Jyoti se hi Prakash Pati, Jyoti se hi Prakash Pati, चिन्मय स्मृतिः चिन्मय ज्योति चिन्मय स्मृतिः चिन्मय ज्योति महासमाधि में स्थित गुरुवर महासमाधि में स्थित गुरुवर भक्त शिष्य के हृदय विराजित भक्त शिष्य के हृदय विराजित महिमा उनकी बरनी न जाती महिमा उनकी बरनी न जाती चिन्मय स्मृति चिन्मय ज्योति मुद मंगलमय आराधन दिन मुद मंगलमय आराधन दिन श्री गुरुदेव को सादर वंदन श्री गुरुदेव को सादर वंदन भक्ति भाव से हम करें आरती भक्ति भाव से हम करें आरती चिन्मय स्मृति चिन्मय ज्योति आलोकित जन जीवन करती चिन्मय स्मृति चिन्मय ज्योति चिन्मय स्मृति चिन्मय ज्योति चिन्मय ज्योति
Gurudev Hari Om Gurudev Hari Om Gurudev Hari Om
Hari Om Gurudev Hari Om Gurudev Hari Om Gurudev Hari Om Gurudev Hari Om 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 Hari Om
पूर्णमिदं पूर्णात् पूर्णमुदच्यते पूर्णस्य पूर्णमादाय पूर्णमेवावशिष्यते। ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः। हरिः ॐ श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः। हरिः ॐ।